Then I say, "Wow, Modini, you're doing and you're complete." Oh, but you're good after the party say. Maybe I come. Oh, no, don't. Maybe I am. Nekwazo, come. The drum boko there.
The drum boko.
Before we proceed, let me say, meaning how we can help. You know, among phones all bad. If we didn't come through in your issues, there's one kept coming up. It says, "Good afternoon, sir. My name is Gamel Ousu. I have an issue with a limestone concession renewal. I would like to first find out." Okay, so he's here. So his main issue is limestone concession. I'm saying, how?
And one say. So he send it to your whatever.
Yeah. My WhatsApp. Yeah.
And you know, I'll give him my email right now. He send it to your WhatsApp. And you know, forward him a number, man.
Okay. Now I'm from two.
And if you go to WhatsApp, you see my number there. Okay. Because I'm on WhatsApp with you.
Yeah.
On forward the man.
Okay.
Now I said this is the number of the CEO.
Okay.
He should pour all his frustrations there.
Okay.
I'll bet him in Kaba China.
Okay. And the last time, not today, were reforms and enforcement. Yeah, and as you said to us, said you come
baby. Okay. And then next week, by popular request, in Kofosa, this green minerals to say lithium ni graphite, papa. So I will start another discussion again now on these so-called technology minerals, even friend green minerals, and the electric vehicles need solar panels anyway. So I'll spend some time on it next week. Then we will now go back to opportunities in the mining sector. But on my end, I can't say me before we start the session today. I've just sent you some WhatsApp message. The situation in South Africa is so bad. Yeah, because we are in the same sector. And it's like a state within a state. But in summary, let me just so later you can look at it and then we'll discuss it. It's really a very bad situation. They are not done gangs, drugs, and all those things. Oh yeah. It's very serious. But Obibaka said, cry or won't cry. So, but let me summarize some of the things quickly. I am trying to explain the government interventions to do with illegal mining. Last week I started by saying that look, I can sit in this studio and give you 1 million courses of drivers of Galamsey. But for me, the key issue to tackle, among others, of course they should go in tandem, is the issue of geological investigation of designated areas for small-scale mining. That inaction for 34 years, that is what has brought us to where we are. Lawful small-scale mining started in 1989. Okay? Then they passed the small-scale gold law. Why did we do that? This is something that has been with us since prehistoric times, discouraged throughout colonial period. All the governments from Nkrumah until 1989 discouraged it. Until doing ERP 1 and 2, that was a time that World Bank reforms said, no, you got to, allow people to do small scale mining lawfully, because all your gold is ending up in Togo and they don't produce anything. Togo is phosphate they produce. Then comes small scale gold on reforms. But what we have failed to do the last 34 years, because far from 89 to now 34 years, is that every year, we have to put some money in the budget and give it to an institution that we already have that is competent, Geological Survey Authority, to do geological investigation of all these areas we have designated for small scale over the years. Wow. And then this things take 10 years. I mean, just $500,000 city equivalent a year is enough. Okay? And an activity that started in 4 regions: Central Region, Eastern Region, Ashanti, and then Western. Now you're talking about 13 regions. Apart from OT, Free, Volta, and Greater Accra, small scale mining activities is taking place in 13 regions. 13 supporting 3 million people, livelihoods, and your employment are same. The other day, somebody said by popular request, mean change a livelihood at TNB. Look, if you go to a place like Takwa, everything in Takwa is linked to mining. You go to a place like Diaso, Presia, Dunkwa, it's all about mining. Don't just look at that 100 or 200 or 500 people in that open pit. Or if it's in the north, that go many of the small scale activities in the north is underground because of the nature of the ore body. That go down there and think that it's all about 100 people. The boys, and there are more women in small scale mining than men.
Women,
yes. So those guys who wake up early morning, wafani abuboya, wafani what do you call it, motorbike, waba to carry load is employed. All the women who have mounted food joints at the mining sites, it is their source of livelihood. All kinds of things are sold, and then peak in Italian a whole market. One of these is I said, "Mama, a documentary on some of these small scale sites." So their livelihood is boys no come running shift into about Pia, Waboni Banku and King and Abibisa. Now, Antimasa now Tom Bankunu, Oku free a Dianenu or farmer. You understand that? The folks are so sometimes cry more mukanya no more but no more service the various equipment they use. It's a whole thing all together. Those who are selling food, those who come there to come and carry load, service the various equipment, those who are actually working in the PDI direct employment. All these people. Now Uko Takwa Omomokola Udefani CBD and now Prestia City Center and all those things. Ufe say and Yamana Yahangi or say food so in Pabua or whatever back at Yetonia, everything that you see there is linked to mining. That is how it is like. So when people get up and say they should ban it, that means that one, they don't understand the political economy and all those things about Galamsey. I mean, this pra and Cobra I said Milo and a Royal Goon. We got to be angry about it. You understand? So that is a state of play. You need to understand that 34 years of inaction. Okay, that's why they dig everywhere now. Almost be a friend of metal detectors. Almost the nam chrome. Into again be people and I kepe normal parking excavator and then they go and then clear the place. Okay, the last people do exploration like this lithium we found, which is world class deposit. 6 years of exploration at the Woya, they found it big time. A wonderful project. My boss will next week. You understand that? Yes. Which when they start producing 400 what do you call it jobs and all those, it will change the face of those things there. But the small scale, there's nothing like exploration. We have the biggest small scale in the developing world. May we catch you 40 tons. It's more than the total production of a lot of countries in Africa. You understand that? Yes. A third of Ghana's gold. We have just come back to number one, 4.3 million ounces.
Ghana. Yes.
Well, very soon we are heading towards 5 million ounces. $500 million project, and I say one in here. So when you get up and so, you see, there are people who have never traveled outside Accra. All that they see, I am not justifying Galamsey. Remember, I'm the CEO of the Minerals Commission. But people must understand the state of play. So what is government doing? Last year, they started my ISCA for geological investigation. So there's a permanent committee between Minerals Commission and Geological Survey. We started the exploration of the blocks. Yet this cannot be on my UMAT. I bet you 6 to 1 year to 2 years, and then we'll take our time and then identify where the anomalies are, and then put them into cooperatives, and then pass them out for them. That is, if you be Samia, that is 9/10 of the solutions to Galamsey. Other than that, they just dig everywhere. So that is number one, and we have started. We see 34 years near and yet. Opa 2 years new film, so let's say 32 years because the money has started coming. This year, parliamentary committee said we should bring a big budget for that. Okay, in the north like this, which is becoming the new frontier now, we have to start exploring all those blocks there and then give it out. Or else, what you realize is that as the military is evicting them from the water body, they are moving up north. So who can deal with Obuasi town, this, that. Fortunately, the nature of the ore body in the north is that they go underground. So that's the first in geological survey. Investigation of the block out here. We got to sustain it. 2, mercury free processing machine idea about so-called gold catcher. which government has brought, and we are distributing to small scale miners. I think you can upload some of the videos. It crashes, mills, concentrate, and produce the gold. It just uses water. Now, and no recover more than 90%. As against mercury no ammonia, not more than 40. The studies are there. Almost all the mining areas in Ghana, small scale mining is going on. The mercury levels is mind blowing. It's more than higher than this WHO thing. The other day, we called GTV, and then they were telling me that crowd said, one doctor said, autism, all these nervous things. And yet, so one will be honoring our commitment to the Minamata Convention because Ghana is a signatory. We are reducing the use of mercury, and then also we are asking them to mine responsibly. Because when the Chinese come, what do? They bring them the equipment. So we by giving the equipment to the small scale miners and work and pay, you take out them. So that's number 2. We need to sustain into this year the more mercury free machine. Beba. Obikwa sending me text message so per gold catcher. You the money. Okay, we call Bungo. They were once illegal miners. Be 100. Nieko demarcating on Yamam gold catcher 2. Your license and mom. They go underground. Our officers in Boka office go and supervise them. They are happy working. Okay, I wish you can show some of the good they are producing. Trapping mercury. So that is it. So that's number 2. Supply of equipment and technical assistance. SAR. Yeah, and providing technical assistance more. Fair. Now, my number 3. Ukraine. Sometimes security for no economical flash or sana boys best na echiom me sumo mo pa. Wow, of course it may be a deterrent to a parent that's a member or banon but we saw home excavator almost brand new one, almost about $240,000 or so. Now baby of free me feel around Biakuya district. Okay, who can buy that kind of thing? So that should tell you that there is some sponsor, kingpin or baron. It is a drug trade. So that means that as a nation, in time about say maybe it's a special unit being a creative or the security apparatus to go and then study these things and go after the barons. So be it. So for instance, now say US after September 11, Homeland Security, it a counter-terrorism group. It said so. Maybe a time has come where we should have a special unit, something like that, well funded, to go after these barons. Wow! So this is a good catcher. Okay, the pictures will be rolling very soon. You see them. So that's a typical machine to go after them. Wow! That is it. So that's number 3. You got to go after them because the sanction regime is so punitive. Minimum 15 years, maximum 25. Option of a 5-year film. And then those who chum 2 penny at Channel Como baby.
This time, no fine.
No fine. No fine.
No, they are not sure.
Yes. And then also, one other thing I discussed. So, first one, supply of the mercury free machine. Yeah, so you are providing technical assistance and support to them where we can pay 3, 4, 5 years. No, trying to Accra. Wow. And yes, a Chinese for baby. Wow. And then geological investigation, here. And then we need to go after the barons. Now say baby cry, say you security guys to meet these guys some who crash shower for because they are looking for you. If you want to cry, say weakness and ma fair being asumano. Now information we need to go after them. So that is that. For the water body, what we are doing now is that the security operations says sustain flash after 3-4 months you go back. But now once you go normal setup war in so you demobilize them, you clear them. Wow, after 2 weeks they go back. Sometimes they call something show of force. They go around because now July 11 by 4 and no meaning I'm crow. Wow, so now the security will continuously go back until we call your excavator, and now they've taken your excavator. Maybe at 200 and something thousand, will be okay rent it. So the guy is after you. Okay, then just after 1 month, so before I realize $500,000, $1 million, he has to go to another place. So the sustained efforts of clearing them is the only way. And then say, 3 months I will come back. But as it continues going, because Charlie, it takes time for them to set up. Things are very sophisticated. Within 2-3 weeks, then they set up this champagne and all those things all over again. But if you continuously go there and degrade, they'll get tired. Wow. Then they'll try to move to other areas. So that is it. And then one other thing too is that I know the FIA Minerals Commission, of course, the miners also used to say license and check the process and check the okay, so look, if you could wait 1 year, no penny crater, then you could as well go and start because also say Obi Beko dog eat for now Obi have a radio. Okay, so when Minister came, the first machine or they see improve the licensing regime. So thankfully November 2021 near test system, then we went fully online from January 2022. Internet, you can even do small scale application from the comfort of this studio.
Maybe I will be
bedroom, toilet, internet, or yes. Monday to Sunday, anytime we are working. Okay, and then that TT, how was the system operating? OT, ABA bones, you have to find yourself to tackle office 8 to 5. We can now inspector, no district mining engineer of Minerals Commission, your coffee that they have to go back. Wow,
I didn't so check.
So after no by so that alone by a week or so, they now have to do it by EMS to head office. Now you can just go online if the place is free, put in the application. The officer is under duty bound to call you. Watch out within 2-3 days. A so-called inspection. Inspection there is a must. Okay, so the application 2 men now and then Thursday or New Year inspection. Oh, Biswa minus now the best judges of the work you are doing, you think is you yourself? It is the people who assess your services who are your best judges. From if you like call the small scale association, they catch your land, so they are even more organized labor. And that be someone say the Minerals Commission they know a year or 2 years ago. How is it like now processing? District office BR or brand new pickup. Last year I buy my 20 pickups. Every district office of the Minerals Commission has a brand new pickup.
Yes, Sam.
Go and find. Yes, Sam. Brand new pickup. Do you understand that? Every district office of the Minerals Commission is connected to the internet 24 hours. Some of the offices go almost. You understand that? And they are working. Inti or your inspection, do if you and he can even upload it. That's how the system is working. So these are some of the interventions. Some of the things will take time. It will take time because we've sat down for 30-something years, government after government, we didn't do anything. Of course, government, we say, oh, Mami, bear $5 million, we call geological investigation. We can say, me prioritize education, a school, and now in so since 89, then from 3-4 regions, now 12 regions. And then we are complaining. So the geological investigation, we got to pursue it aggressively. It will take time, but it will improve things. Do you understand that? The sustain the efforts by the military and look at enforcement mechanism to continuously go to the water bodies, particularly in the southern part of Ghana, to clear them, it has to be sustained. If like go and clear some place, maybe there are about 500 illegal miners there, and wait till like October, 5,000 more. So the security has to continue because you see, and they go 11 o'clock PM. Wow, into another 4 or 5 no more P. That's it.
But
and then there's something we must also accept: the attitude of everybody.
Now
today is Thursday. Unless you just brought an excavator today, latest by Friday or China and now weekend, your best friend Nana. Now, if you come to my village today, they know you're a stranger. Who drew Como and now, especially weekend. Oh, now you're a stranger unless you are coming for a funeral. Okay, but when you get down now and they see you, they know that you are not from the town. And maybe you come from here, you are now visiting for the first time. Who fire excavator, not the Rabusha, they will know. Into your hidden way, assembly way. You can't tell me that illegal mining has been going on for like 1 month and the local authorities and the chief doesn't know. Or don't let us pretend. When the Minerals Commission said, because you want to say, let me repeat, you who good what me chrome says here, rah. There is no way people will come to rah and come and do illegal mining, even for like 1 week. Me, Ayisi, as man crowd, they will not tell me. They don't fail. Assuming the chief is not saying, oh, Nana, incophobia, but how? As a mukita kratabia na ya be some, they'll tell you. Even if you are doing government project, come to see how the community even approaches you. You can't go into a village without community entry, except maybe I'm high way and Abibisa. So I will struggle to understand for anybody to convince me, say, maybe the chiefs or the local authorities, they don't know what is going on, unless it started today. Okay? Yes.
Hey.
Yes. I say him. They know.
Assembly no.
Why? No. Oma Inofini.
Of Kenya.
Village in particular. Kenya's number one and number two.
One.
So can you convince everybody? 31 Ghanaians who are million Ghanaians who are listening to you. Say Obi betimi peja excavator. Only say be a more forest be. And no crampo they'll be now we're bed acquire now then offer you see how those forest areas are and call for foam and all those and they will know you can't just get up and come to your village there no for excavator up boy bush and you're working and away in Accra and you want me to sit here and believe say the chief or the local community or people don't know anything about it.
Is it one head no?
That is it, ostrich. Yes, it. Me, nobody can convince me that as a chief or local authorities, you don't know, say, BBC Kosun. Hey. And then we serve them with the gazette until they know. And then, interestingly, one thing too is that practically almost all the mining areas are Kosun, district officers, they know. Once they get they go around into a corner pig. You see, let me tell you something. Like I have an area there, the officer who is in charge of that area, okay, he knows that there's a lawful minerals small scale concession where you are studio and then you are kukumeme runabout and then baby or no process. He did the inspection, so he can tell you that there are 10 concessions within this area. Until down there, no, obi be my hint. And as he's going around patrolling, he drives beyond this studio. No one say, in Kofobi, Galamsa, he will know. That's why sometimes they don't even have to check. And so some people are here working. All that he needs to, first, he will tell you that it's illegal mining because you see, he will do the inspection, so he will know where everybody is. So then, Obeto and Namako says, oh, indeed, is it true or not? Okay. It's assemblyman on him.
On the betting in chapter. But
Odikro and the sub chief or whatever. Oh, now this is Ghana.
No, but I say
not me minister na Minas Commission can say the way this issue goes beyond. Look, let me give my favorite story. Oda Sumjwe, Odaha. When those guys brought those Yemenis to come and set up and do those illegal mining, and a small scale tax force plus Minas Commission officer Kochiomo. Then the boys were fled. Then the Yemenis were standing there. Maybe they were emboldened because of Obi Kachom. Then the chief showed up. Said, hi, me dear. As far as our records are concerned, it is illegal operation. You have man license for that area. Okay? They have cleared, set up everything. Subscripted machine. The machine is almost about 1 million. With generator to me studio with him. Okay, so this is a chief who boldly came out. Because the case is before court. I will not make any comment as to whether he's guilty or not at this stage because I'm a lawyer, 21 years lawyer. Except me say that will be contemptuous. But this is it, and he was arrested, granted bail. So the AG office in Kofodia, their case is being prosecuted in Kofodia. It's ongoing. So you see, again, I'm linking it to one of the drivers of Galamsey. In Patawa phone, he say, "Oh, see me, see, or yes, see." The moment he goes cost free, the next village or the town, oh, Nanakra, or yeah, dear way, Nase Ajano, and Nabibisa, you are easy impunity. Okay, so Chief A of Town B knows that, oh, Town C or any Krano, that is it. I mean, the chief came out boldly. It's on record. I had a media. Yeah, man, license behind. Okay, so people knew you were involved in this kind of thing. A chrome more for Omunim. Okay, at best, maybe if you have some powerful youth groups or association, they can rise against you. Okay, some too, you know how powerful some chiefs are in our various villages. They'll just be complaining and grumbling and maybe pass it on to the media and then have an investigation. That's the kind of thing that is going on. You understand that? Or worst case scenario, or better boys or chrome ho. Indeed, there are instances, several villages in Ghana here where, if you like, for want of a better word, Obiayebi. And who is going to report who? As a multi-joy FM, I said, you know, Obiawa and Yashi, in an equal report, he said, who are my own way. Okay, Obiayebi. So you realize that some of the places, the whole town is involved. Obiayebi, he don't report it. Well, and I be Muslim penny be or like me dear, I'm yet to be convinced. Say illegal money will be taking place in a community, big or small. Said you, the traditional authorities there or the local authorities don't know about it. Maybe I can admit say be and they shall here. What about 2-3 days time? We're in this country. When a chief in the Seychelles was he and his brother also, they were digging their house. You remember that story that was carried by UTV? No, with 2 fee. We are here now with 2 fee. Okay, when I say these people say, oh, why are you attacking chiefs and you are not mentioning the other actors? But I'm also a chief. I'm also a chief. Meanwhile, there are some chiefs who are lovely fighting. I'm hitting hard on this because you see, the whole activity and livelihood in the community revolves around 2 core groups: the local authorities and all the chiefs. These are the 2 most powerful or influential people in the local authority. The Ohinibi or Western region, who born dog? Oh, sorry, nobody can go there. So some chiefs are fighting Galamsey with all the mind they have, and you go the rest of challenge, you cannot. Whereas others, baby, come at this. Oba no more lenche, so only Yamenko.
Next week,
that is it. So we have wrapped it up all up. We got to change our attitude. Okay, there's a quotation and I say and I prove it. Almost the worst person is a person who stood by and did nothing. Bonnie and a crime, not the person who even committed a crime, especially if you're in a position to stop it. After all, there's evidence here, Chichi in Fofonu Bebri and all those things. What are we talking about? We have a Minas Commission, officer call around, we are picking information, we are trauma the appropriate authorities in the local authorities say, I dare say, caution. What has that got to do with Minas Commission? My job is to make sure, say, a license that the person should get in 1 week, the person gets it in what? 1 week or less than 3 months, no 1 year. That one, you can hit hard at me, say, you understand? Government is now bringing free machines. Yeah, they mamo. Yeah, distributing equipment and mamo. Wow, we are launching committee man here, Boamo. Yeah, Mudembio. And then there's also called the water body. So that is it. I'll excuse you for the politicians come and fight. Yeah. But maybe you know me. I need to know. I know his brother very well because when he was in parliament, he was a member of the parliamentary committee on mines and energy. That's it. But I know him.
A potential government.
Yes.